greatest damn show on YouTube. Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Oh man, double tap the screen, shut a live out. What we doing this morning, chat? Double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. We got Trump sending the military to Chicago. He signed the order last night. We got China hosting a huge military parade with new weapons, and we got the Epstein fallout, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. I don't care if you far left, far right, liberal, conservative, Marxist, fascist, centrist, straight up and down the middle, man. I hope everybody's having a good morning, but get your ass in here, man. We finna have a phone number pent. We got an action-packed episode. Y'all are now rocking with Plug in the morning. I know y'all love Plug after dark, but this right here is Plug in the morning, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. Where that baby go? Man? Cypher, what it do?
I told my niggas to mark my word, I guarantee that I'm next. I got the arms of a bodybuilder from the way that I flex. Might just hit the strip just to go blow me a check. They know what the fuck I'm on. They say they ain't got some of the best gas, they call it Southern Joy. Chain on chain and ice on ice like Adam Sandler, I'm water boy. I know I'm all in the head. That bitch laying in my bed. Wait till I give her a spread. I'm a master with the head. Don't let these social fool you, these niggas broke. I know that they ain't bought it. Ain't got no car but talking shit. Okay, then little walkie talkie. I told that bitch to come home. I ain't got time for no bitch that's healing. Puff the blunt, she called me daddy, and I'm screaming out no dick. I'ma make sure that she come. I'ma fuck her good with my tongue. I know the night is still young, so baby, let's get it in. I know just how she like it tonight. She spicy, she added a friend. They ain't identical, but they fuck alike. So in the bed, I call them twin. Bet I call them twin. Bitch, and shoot a shoot. 1 + 1 that equal 2. What you tryna do? Go back for back, check a swoop for swoop. Either way it go, I'm on. Either way it go, I'm gone. Brody them just got like 100 on me, they tryna get them gone. What you call it, Jet Wet? What's the name? And he put it in his song. Brody them got the purest powder, it's pink, you know this shit is strong. No diddy. I'm the type of nigga that turn my bitch up in each city. Brody cut out, we celebrating, we hit the gritty. I'm feeling like a baby, I'm tryna get that milk up out them titties. It's no question who young and the latest. If you want your bitch, then when she talking, hear her. If I want the bitch, I'm going Pittsburgh. Still her. I keep some on the side, I don't have trust in just the main bitch. Suck me up while I'm driving like damn, I'll die by this lane switch. She a different type of freak, so we ain't never got a tussle. Throw it back like Miss London, and some of your life be hustle.
Oh man, double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. We on the morning episode, man. K-Cell, what it do? Cypher, what it do, man? Who else we got in here? Oh my goddess, what it do? Auto War, I see you in here, man. Everybody double tap the screen, shut a live out. Y'all are now rocking with Plug in the morning. Plug in the morning, man. We got an action-packed episode, man. Y'all see the title, Trump sending military to Chicago, China hosting a huge military parade with new weapons, and we had the Epstein fallout. But I got a couple other stories, man. We got Druski, his post is coming up on probably 10 million views on his channel, probably 100 million views across social media. He's in whiteface. Not only is he in whiteface, he's in the full white body, and he's receiving a lot of backlash. A lot of people are saying it's okay for him to do it, but if the roles were reversed and it was a white guy doing it, it would be a problem. A lot of people are saying they don't see a problem with it either way, as long as it's comedy. And a lot of people are saying, hey man, neither side should be doing it. So we finna get in here and we finna talk about it. This isn't the first time Druski did something like that. He did it with the white face, the whole white body, but it was a kind of it was Belly Gang Cushinson, I believe, which he's a biracial rapper. He's albino, I believe. And he did it with him, but nobody really said nothing. But now that he's doing it as an American, as a patriot, the world is in shambles. The world is in shambles right now because Druski is doing this. We got some other topics too. Let me tell y'all what the other topics are. Oh, we have healthcare workers at Sansom Clinic in Santa Barbara. They posted, I don't know what was going on. I don't know if this was a sperm bank. I don't know what the hell is going on, but all the nurses are just taking pictures around like the exam paper, you know, the little paper that they put on the bed when you lay down, the little white paper that, you know, be the wax paper. I think it's wax paper. Well, I guess it was cum stains or whatever was on it, but all of these healthcare workers was posing next to the cum stains, like just taking pictures, snapping pictures, smiling, acting like this and that. Well, they all got fired. All they ass fired, man. And the hospital has released a statement. I believe it was over 10 or 15 of these people, man, if I'm not. And it's crazy, man. You can't even go into the doctor and do what you need to do, man, without them sitting here smiling, thumbs up next to the dang, you know, bodily fluids. To keep it morning time, it's the morning show. Next to the bodily fluid. Like, what's going on in California? Gavin, I know you can't watch over everything, but what's up with this? We also have Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor put out a post. He's looking like he's gonna run for the president of Ireland. Conor McGregor put out a post. It looks pretty serious. I don't think it's satire. I don't think Conor McGregor is effing around right now. I think Conor McGregor is legitimately going for a push for the president of Ireland. We also have Putin. Putin speaking. He did a press conference. We got somebody on Twitter, Timofey, I believe that's how you say his name, but he translated pretty much what Putin was saying, talking about Ukraine becoming a NATO member and saying that he had always opposed Ukraine becoming a NATO member, but they never objected to his membership into the EU. So that's what Putin's talking about. We also have the main topic. The Trump administration has formally requested military assistance in Chicago. The Trump administration has formally requested military assistance in Chicago. We also got China over there in Beijing. They unveiled a wide range of military hardware, man. They saying that they got a laser over there that can blind pilots, shoot down missiles, do all kind of shit, and it has the world looking around. It has the world looking around, this laser, specifically the drones and the lasers. We got Marjorie Taylor Greene. They're dragging her through the mud. They got her hand wrapped up in their MAGA has Marjorie Taylor Greene hair wrapped up in their hand, and they're just dragging her down the field right now. They are dragging Marjorie Taylor Greene right now because she went out there and did the press conference. She went out there and did the press conference, and a lot of people had Trump signs up, and one of the signs she was standing in front of called Trump a PDF file, said that he was all kind of things, and she stood in front of that sign and gave her speech. So right now MAGA has her by the hair, and they're dragging her up and down the field right now. They're really upset. I believe was it Laura Loomer, a couple other people are calling for MAGA to kick her out. They want her kicked out of MAGA. Here's the post is a friend's post. It says release the Epstein files. Then it says pound PEDO47. Then it's another sign that says president. It's supposed to be POTUS, President of the United States, but it has PDF of the United States. And she's out there giving this speech in front of it, and it has MAGA mad, man. They are really mad at this girl. They also said hundreds upon hundreds of military vehicles have been spotted on a train in the middle of Washington, D.C. This is the same track used when Trump brought tanks in for the military parade. Are they headed to Chicago? That's the question they're asking. Oh, we got Canadian police chief. I thought this was funny, chat. A Canadian police chief is getting up here telling his people, hey, look, if you're the victim, you, the watcher, you right here, that's in your car or on your phone listening to Plug this morning, if you are the victim of a home invasion, you should just comply. You should just do everything you can, call the police. The best defense is to just comply. Do not protect your home. Do not protect your wife. Don't protect your children. Just do whatever the hell they say, man. If they come in your house, man, do whatever they say. Call the police. We'll respond whenever the we find out time to respond, and we'll come, with our pen and pad, take some notes, maybe fingerprint, while whoever just broke into your home has made it off into the darkness. They're sipping Capri Suns by the lake right now, counting up that moolah that they just took from your house in front of your wife and kids. That's, in so many words, that's what he's saying, man. I mean, in so many words, that's what he's saying. Hey, don't do nothing. Just let them come in there, man. Let them make a sandwich in your damn refrigerator, man. Look, invite him to the pool. Hey, if he asks you to bathe him, comply. Wash his ass for me. And then call the police. Yeah, glad I'm not in Canada. Double tap the screen, share the live out. We are on the morning episode. Press 1 if you are in here rocking with me. We're gonna get into the topics, man. We're gonna start with this Druski right here, chat. So, like I was telling y'all at the beginning of the show, Druski's receiving a lot of backlash for this. I'm gonna go to some of the tweets. I'm gonna go read y'all some of the tweets before I play the video. But like I said, this is not Druski's first bout with the white body. The whole white face, the whole white body. They put a spray tan on him, some kind of tan. He has tattoos. He got a tribal tattoo. He got dust in his beard, and he has the American flag hat. But this isn't the first time he done it. The other time he done it, he had on some skinny jeans, I think some Jordan 11s on, a black tee, and a do-rag, and he was acting like a white guy that was accepted in the hood. Nobody had nothing to say about that. I mean, a couple people was like, oh, Druski tripping, but it didn't go viral. The moment he put this on and went to that NASCAR rally, oh, the world is in shambles. It says, here goes some of the tweets, man. They're asking who did it better, between Druski and the Tropic Thunder. They said Tropic Thunder was a bold satire to earn the Oscar nod. They're saying RDJ did it better because RDJ did blackface back in the day. They're saying, this is what FaZe is saying. FaZe is saying, so Druski is getting backlash for the white face, but here's the question. If white comedians can do blackface, it's racist. But if a black comedian does whiteface, is it just comedy or the same thing? They're saying, where is the line really drawn? Some people are saying he's half white and half black. He can do whatever he wants. A lot of people are saying Druski's not mixed. Druski's just black. He's not mixed. He's just black. So I don't know, man. Is he mixed? Is he not mixed? Does it matter if he's mixed? Does it not matter if he's mixed? It says double standards in the black community. That's okay. They choose how they use racism. No blackface, but whiteface is okay. His 15 minutes of fame only prove he harbors deep hate for others. It doesn't mean we have to be a part of it. The road is so much smoother. The high road is so much smoother. That's from a blessed man over there on X. It also says, bro, can we normalize not giving a F about race and everyone just be chilling together, evolving and shit? That's from Cammy over there on X. Let's see. Okay, they said, so basically there's 3 white faces, Druski and white chicks, to about 100 years of blackface. This is a Twitter user, a black guy saying Cincinnati black. He's saying, so basically there's 3 white faces, Druski and the white chicks. He's saying Druski and the movie White Chicks, where they, dressed up in whiteface and acted like those girls. They're saying that those are the only 3 instances of that you can really recall a black guy dressing. I think Dave Chappelle did it a couple of times. But it says, yeah, Dave Chappelle did do it a couple of times. It says to about 100 years of blackface, and somehow people see this as even. One and done in the vein of comedy, the others were done in the vein of racism. Black people did not make much noise about Tropical Thunder. Stop acting like Druski being an actor and putting on white makeup is the same as white people putting on tar with big lips and eating watermelon to be racist. So that's one side. They're saying that, hey, Druski did it in the name of comedy. Y'all didn't have a problem when they did it for white chicks, but on the other hand, with the blackface, is hundreds of years of racism, and it's tar, and y'all are doing it to be racist. Druski is doing it in the name of comedy. So that's another side. I'm going to read a couple more of these comments. It says, in isolation, I see no bother with this. It's only a double standard that's the issue. I have had friends from all sorts of backgrounds, and we bond by mocking each other. People need to learn to laugh at themselves. True racism ends when racist jokes become acceptable again. Somebody else said, bro, I'm white. And I thought this crap was absolutely hilarious. All racists need to learn to grow a backbone. The dude literally does entertainment and comedy. Get over it. Boo-hoo. Call the wambulance. All right, this is the last one. It says, why are people mad? It's not like Beyonce hasn't been doing this for decades, man. Let me read some of the comments. Cypher, thank you for the super chat, Cypher. Thank you for the super chat, Cypher. Everybody double tap the screen and share the live out. Double tap the screen and share the live out. Thank you, Cypher. Get Cypher some flames on there. We are 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. I'm going to play the skit for you guys. I'm going to let y'all be the judge. I'm going to play the skit for you guys, and then we'll play the other skit where he was acting like the white guy that's from the hood, though. We're going to see the difference between this white American and the white guy from the hood and see why he's facing backlash. Is it because of the times? Is it because of the political atmosphere? Or is this just flat out wrong, chat? Do y'all think it's flat out wrong?
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come on her.
One of the few left. Who the fuck is you people? What do you mean by you people? Call in, only the few left. Call in. I'm finna drop the phone number for you, only the few left. Only the few left is the only one that needs to call in right now. Call in, only the few left. Call in. What do you mean by that?
Hey, Joanna. Joanna.
She's not listening.
Hey, come on. You need to listen to your nana. Go ahead, baby.
6 o'clock.
Girl, you crazy now.
It's the girl you crazy now. Girl, you crazy now. Let me start it from the top because I did interrupt y'all. Okay, so y'all see him out there. They're applying his makeup artist. They're saying his makeup artist deserves a shot in Hollywood. Now, this is a NASCAR event. I've never been to a NASCAR event. I would like to go to a NASCAR event. Hey, if y'all want to go to a NASCAR event, let me know. Hold on. Auto War just gifted 10 memberships, man. Thank you, Auto War, for the 10 gifted memberships. Y'all give Auto War some flames on those 10 gifted memberships. 10 gifted memberships. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. Y'all got access to 250 past live streams plus some cool ass emojis. Thank you, Auto War, for your continued support. I'm finna play the clip, you guys.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come on her. Hey, Joanna. Joanna.
She's not listening.
Hey, come on. You need to listen to your nana. Go ahead, baby.
6 o'clock.
Girl, you crazy now. Hey, Big Ma. How you doing, baby? How you doing, baby? Good. All right, now.
Talk about some, hey, me, ma. Cypher, thank you for the gifted membership, Cypher. I thank you for your continued support, man. Thank you, everybody who shows up and shows out for me, man. Everybody who double taps the screen, shares the live out. Everybody who shows up every single live stream, man. One thing for sure, two things for certain. The Mod Squad is gonna show up every time. Thank you, Cypher. Thank you, Auto War. Thank you, everybody, man. Let's get a tag, man. Let's get a tag for that, man.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
That what it sound like. That sound right, don't it, chat? Don't it, chat?
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
And if you don't think it's the greatest show, you will one of these days. Time coming. Let me get back into it, man. Double tap the screen, shut the live out, man.
Hey, you lost, boy? No, I'm going to the race. What race? NASCAR race. You going to NASCAR? Yes, sir. Well, okay. You ain't lost, is you? No, I'm good. I'm going to the race.
That's the funniest part to me.
Yes,
You ain't lost, is you?
Boy. Yeah. If liquor don't kill us, pussy must. Fucker will go. I see. Dan Arthur. Dan Arthur. Oh, South Dakota. Yeah. Damn right. Proud to be American.
All right, chat. So they're saying that a lot of people are saying they didn't even know that Druski was black. They thought that was really a white guy right there. They're sending congratulations to the makeup artist, but here goes the other clip when he did it the first time. This is when he did it the first time, chat, and nobody had much to say about how he did it when he was right here.
I'm chilling. I'm posted up. I'm posted up, bro. Y'all boy could shot, man. I ain't on shit.
Straight up, man.
Tell them on.
Jit right here, man.
Tell 'em
I'm
on.
ready to jit right here, man. You know what's
See,
going on, man.
I grew up with my grandma.
Yeah,
See, folks always tell me like, you a white boy, you can't be doing all that. I grew up on that side.
on that side, yeah.
But I was raised by these folks.
Druski funny as fuck, bro. I used to didn't think he was funny,
Dope
chat.
hole.
In the dope hole, man.
I was
Straight
raised
up,
in
man.
a dope hole.
I witnessed it with my own eye, man. For real, man.
I was raised in a
Changing
dope
diapers,
hole.
man. Walking around with pull-ups.
I'm thinking about another.
Bro, did y'all see his live had one viewer, bro? Like, why did they make his live have one viewer, bro? Look at the live. I don't know if y'all can see it, but he on live in the hood doing all of this with one viewer, bro. Druski gotta be studied, bro. I used to did not think Druski was funny, but some of this shit do be funny. I'm still choosing Desi Banks over Druski, but this shit right here, this skit is funny right here, bro. It's the one viewer for me. The on live popping shit with one viewer.
Changing diapers, man. Walking around with pull-ups.
I'm thinking about another lane.
Okay.
Another, gotta, you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. Another. I know what you mean by it. I ain't said though.
You niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble.
It's my hood.
Why he dancing like that, bro? See, this the thing though, right here, y'all. All right. Hold on. Don't block nobody comments, man. Don't block his comments. Oh, he retracted his own comment. He got scared. Never mind. Listen. Druski is in whiteface here, but I knew who he was trying to be before I saw this skit. Like with the American skit, I looked at it a little different than I looked at this. Cause Billy Gang Cushington, I believe, is black. I think Billy Gang Cushington is black or albino. I don't think he's white. I think Druski's trying to be this albino guy, this albino rapper that's really on the come up right now. So I kind of, when I saw this skit, I looked at it differently than I did the American one. The American one, he was blatantly trying to be a white guy. This one, he's trying to be the albino guy. I think he's albino or mixed or something. What's up, Doris?
What the hell y'all cook for dinner?
Preston, stop talking like that.
You were raised better than that.
Why y'all tripping like that? Y'all
Stop. That's enough. That is enough.
Oh,
Come on now.
Man.
Okay. So those are the Druski skits. Chat, how are y'all feeling about the Druski skits? Before we move on to the next topic, man, how are y'all feeling about the Druski skits? Press 1 if you think Druski was wrong for doing that. Press 2 if you do not think Druski was wrong for doing that, man. I kind of want to go back and watch this shit again, but we'll watch it on our own time, chat. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. We are 22 subscribers away from the next sub goal. Can we get that 22 subscribers right quick? And we might do a giveaway. Press 7 if y'all want to do a giveaway, chat. Press 7 if y'all want to do a giveaway. All right, double tap the screen, shut a live out. Somebody said, bro, you don't know what you talking about. We got a couple of them that live like this in Atlanta. So what, nigga? Call in. I know a couple people that act like that, man. What the hell is you talking about? Shit. I didn't look at them like it was that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of knew Billy Gang Cushington was going up at the time. He was viral. Now look, all right, chat. This story right here is crazy. Y'all see this woman right here, right? I believe that is a cum stain right there. I believe that is a cum stain. I don't know. It's bodily fluids. I don't know if it's a cum stain or if it's whatever, but they're taking pictures next to bodily fluids. Y'all see all of these photos. I'm going to mute the audio while I read y'all the damn story, man. Listen, chat. I don't know what the hell is going on with these people. Man, I don't know. Y'all know how they say sometimes Florida is not a real place. I'm starting to think California is not a real place, bro. I'm starting to think California is not a real place, bro. Listen. It says, are patients allowed to leave you gifts? It says all of these healthcare workers at Samson Clinic in Santa Barbara who posted next to stained exam paper need to be fired. Mocking patients is disgraceful. Who will want to frequent a place where they are being mocked? Y'all see that, man? These are the doctors, man. Look, putting their tongue out next, talking about all samples and sizes. They praying to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this, bro. Like, she got her foot up there like she showing off some damn designers, man. Listen, bro. Now, I know that we just talked about Druski and his whiteface, bro. I know we just talked about Druski and his whiteface, bro. But this right here is some ignorant shit. Now, y'all come at black people for doing ignorant shit all the time. This right here is some ignorant shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. They was tripping. They was tripping. Yeah, they was tripping right there. I ain't gonna lie, they might deserve to be. You said shout out to you for representing the LGBTQ community. I don't represent the LGBTQ community, bro. I don't know where you got that inclination. I mean, shout out to them. You know, shout out to them. But I appreciate you for that super chat though. Appreciate that. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, this is crazy, chat. I think they said the person who posted these pictures does not work there anymore. I don't know if this was a disgruntled worker, because they said, according to the hospital, whoever posted this was not working there anymore. Whoever posted this used to work there, but they didn't work there at the time they posted this, according to the hospital. So I don't know if everybody's been fired. It said, I work with the PA who mocked a patient who had begun to pray during a very painful breast biopsy. This PA rolled her eyes outside the procedure room and said something nasty about Christianity. I quit that week. Somebody said, what the hell is this? You gotta be kidding me. Every one of those people must be fired. It's a disgusting invasion of privacy and mocking of patients. It's unforgivable, really. It said, who in their right mind thought this was okay? This degrading a person's God-given dignity. It said, the fact that they aren't afraid to put their faces to it should let you know that in their culture, this is acceptable. They genuinely think this is acceptable behavior. Terrible. California, of course it's in California. Even doctors and nurses are like this. Your current employees are mocking patients. Nothing short of termination is adequate to address such unprofessional conduct. So press 1, chat, if you think these people should be fired. No, I don't think it's pee or poop. I think it's calm. I think it's calm. If you want to be real, chat, they said bodily fluids. I'm calling calm. I don't know what you semen. I guess that's the morning time show term. I guess I'm supposed to say it like that since it's the morning time. I'm calling semen. They said it's bodily fluids, man. You said, yeah, goofing around. If that's how you goof around, then wow. Okay, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie, chat. This threw me for a loop. Now, why is the bodily fluids being left there? I don't know what kind of clinic this is. I don't know what kind of clinic. You said, am I on government donations or welfare? I'm on Google AdSense deal. So why don't you donate to the channel and help my Google AdSense revenue? Matter of fact, you got about 10 seconds to send something through, or we gonna get you the fuck up out of here, Adele, since you got so many jokes. And we gonna keep talking about you after we kick you out, Adele. After we kick you out from this chat, we're gonna keep talking about you. So you can make another account, come back in here. We still gonna be talking about you, Adele. Alright, chat. Okay, this is the official statement. This is the official statement Sutter Health spokesperson put out. It says, Sutter Health has terminated the employees responsible for the inappropriate and the insensitive photos posted on social media. This unacceptable behavior is an outright violation of our policies, shows a lack of respect for our patients, and will not be tolerated. Protect the trust of those we serve. Protecting the trust of those we serve is our highest priority, and when that trust is violated, we take swift action to address it. Within 24 hours of becoming aware of the post, we placed the employees on administrative leave. And within another 24 hours, we terminated those involved as part of this ongoing investigation. We expect all team members to live in our patient-first mission and uphold the highest standard of compassion, professionalism, and respect. We are using this inappropriate incident to reinforce our comprehensive policies with all our team members across the organization as part of our commitment to providing the patients with high quality, compassionate care. A Sutter Health spokesperson. So do y'all feel like that is adequate? Do y'all think that is adequate? Are y'all okay with that statement from Sutter Health? Are y'all okay with that stutter? You said if anything like the doctor's paper roll that's getting pulled, or if I'm going further back, the endless towel they used to have in restrooms, it can be pulled over. I don't know. I don't know what you mean with that comment. Thank you, Realism QC. Keep it up, my guy. You talking the truth out here. Appreciate it, Realism QC. Thank you for your continued support. Dorsey says, plug, I worked at a hospital. We did all kind of crazy shit. The TV show Scrubs. So, Dorsey, were you involved in some shit like this, Dorsey? Were you taking pictures of cum stains and, maybe poop, or what was y'all doing in there, Dorsey? You said y'all did crazy shit. Now you got me thinking like, nah, man, I don't want to, people don't need to be playing around in the damn hospital. It's some jobs and shit out here that, it might be a little room, you know what I'm saying, to play. You know what I'm saying? There might be a little room where they come out, but nah, not in the hospital, Dorsey. What the hell was going on there? What was going on there? We're gonna move on to the next story, cause I got quite a few stories. I didn't go live last night, so I wanted to be sure to give y'all an action-packed episode this morning. I wanted to cover quite a few topics this morning. This is Conor McGregor. Y'all know Conor McGregor, champion, fighter. And Conor McGregor says that he's getting ready to run, man. Conor McGregor's right here. I'm gonna play the clip. I'm gonna play the clip in just a second, but I'm gonna read this article first because we seen this happen. We seen, what was that? Andrew Tate wanted to run for prime minister. We got Trump as our president. We got Conor McGregor trying to run for Poland. We had Kanye try to run for president before. It's just wild. But Conor McGregor is putting in his presidential bid for Poland. Conor McGregor, do y'all think Conor McGregor is fit to lead Poland, chat? Press 1 if you think Conor McGregor could lead Poland. Press 2 if you do not think Conor McGregor needs to be anywhere near the official buildings in Poland. Oh, it's Ireland. My bad, chat. I said Poland. That's me, chat. Excuse me, Conor. Excuse me, chat. It's Ireland, not Poland. It's Ireland. It's Ireland. No disrespect. It's Ireland. It says, citizens of Ireland, the time for change is now. This is from Conor McGregor's actual ex. Citizens of Ireland, the time for change is now. As president, I will not sign any bill in law until it goes back to the people first. If you want to see my name on the ballot for presidency, I urge you to contact your local county councilors today and ask them to nominate me. Our councilors are the backbone of our communities. They work harder and deliver more for the people than those in the, I don't know what that term is, who continue to fail this country time and time again. If you are a counselor who feels your voice is ignored, your hands tied and your community overlooked, then I ask you to stand with me, nominate me, and I will give you the platform and power to be truly heard. If you want to vote for McGregor, it all starts now. Call your local counselor today and demand a change. And then he had some other terms in Irish. Yeah, I can't read another language, chat. You said Poland. I was like, what the fuck is he from Ireland? Yeah, my bad, realism. My bad, man. My bad. It is Ireland, man. I said Poland. I have another story from Poland that I'm going to talk about. That's why I do have another story that I'm going to talk about from Poland.
Citizens of Ireland, I'm here today outside the office of the Taoiseach and Taoiseach, where we are over 200 days into the formation of current government. In these times, this government has cost us our peace of mind, our security, our hope for the future, and the general well-being of Irish citizens nationwide has decreased dramatically, whereby we have seen the homelessness of Irish children risen to levels unprecedented, proving this government's refusal to abide by and respect our proclamation, and where all children of Ireland are to be cherished. Instead, our children abandoned.
Can we give Conor McGregor some flames for that suit, chat? Can we give Conor McGregor some flames for that suit, man? That's a nice suit right there, man. The tie, the pocket square, man. Come on, man. It's color coordinating off of the stone building behind him, man. Conor McGregor put that on, chat. I'm trying not to cuss. It's the morning show, but that's a nice suit. That suit hits off of the green trees in the back. Y'all see the little blue squares up there in the corner, man. This is an excellent shot, and that suit sets the shot off, man. No cap.
This incompetent failure of future generations has been accompanied with an intense influx of mass migration into an already severed system. Our tourism has sharply declined, while danger on our streets has risen. Ireland, as a master of martial combat, a solution-driven man, you will hear me speak on a problem but once, then it is action towards solution. I urge all our citizens to be of the same. Today, Ireland, I am outside these gates of these appointed officials, but as your head of state, you empower me to enter these buildings on your behalf. A president face to face with government officials with only one priority: to ensure that the country our founding fathers gave their life for is strictly adhered to on behalf of its citizens. Ireland, under my tenure, the will of the people will be heard. Ireland, under my tenure, we will return important articles of our Constitution prior, and thus again aligning with Padraig Pearse's proclamation, in that we declare the right of the people of Ireland to the ownership of Ireland and to the unfettered control of Irish destinies, to be sovereign and indefeasible Irish men and Irish women.
Hold on, Chad. What did he just say?
To the ownership of Ireland and to the unfettered control of Irish destinies.
He Conor McGregor sound like he want the feds the hell out of Ireland business. It sound like they want their sovereignty back. He want the feds the hell out their business, man. Hey, now, when we talk about Conor McGregor, he came out here, he stated some of his policies. He want to get back to their constitution. He want to roll back some shit. I guess they made some amendments. He want to put that back in order. He want to get the feds out of their business, man, and run shit by the people. Cause now, we can't say Conor McGregor just got up here and didn't say what the hell he want done. That's one thing he has done in this minute and 40 seconds.
Constitution prior, and thus again aligning with Padraig Pearse's proclamation, in that we declare the right of the people of Ireland to the ownership of Ireland and to the unfettered control of Irish destinies, to be sovereign and indefeasible Irish men and Irish women. In the name of God and of the dead generations from which you received her old tradition of nationhood, Ireland, through us, summons her children to her flag and strikes for her freedom. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
That was a nice pitch, Conor McGregor. Anastasia says, we don't care about fashion right now, just the suffering that's going on. The world is in trouble. Pray to Jesus to help fix this mess that humans got us in. Anastasia, the world is in trouble. The world does need prayer, but that is a nice suit, and we're going to compliment that nice suit because that's what we do. As speakers, you got to get up there. You got to look the part, man. You can't say that they don't care about fashion. If Conor McGregor got up there looking like a damn homeless man right now, nobody would take him serious. So yeah, it plays the part. If you're gonna be a communicator, you're gonna be an orator, you're gonna have to get up there and look the damn part at need be times. Like we just seen the mayor of Chicago get up there. He had a okay suit on, but he had on some white high top 3-stripe Adidas. He was tripping. But when he got around the governor, he put on that dark charcoal gray suit. He was sharp as a tack. That matters. That matters. It matters. You said if you don't know, he's on cocaine. I think, didn't they just find some coke in the White House? I mean, shit, that's not saying much. Conor McGregor's on coke. So what? Didn't they just find some coke in the White House not too long ago? Like last administration went in a little, you know what I mean? Didn't they just find a little bit of, hey, man. All right. So I got this thread right here. Then I'm gonna read. I don't speak Russian. So we're gonna read the breakdown. What do they call it? The translation. We're gonna read the translation of what Putin was talking about. I kind of don't want to hear him speak in another language either. So I'm not gonna put the audio on. I'm just gonna read what the thread says.
Имеют право выбирать.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know what he's saying right there. So I'm gonna read the translation right here, chat. Let me pull it up. If you have not joined our Discord, be sure to get in the Discord and inquire about how to get in the VIP section, man. Mods, drop the Discord. This is what Putin is saying. This is from Timofi, Tymofiy, over there on X. It says, Putin, we have always opposed Ukraine becoming a NATO member, but we have never objected to its membership in the EU. Every country has the right to choose its own security system. This also applies to Ukraine, but not at the expense of another country's security. Every country, this is also Putin, every country must have security guarantees, including Ukraine, but this is not related to territorial exchanges. We are not fighting for territories, but for the people's rights to speak their own language, Russian. If people express their will to be a part of Russia, that opinion must be respected. It says, as for a meeting with Zelensky, I've never ruled out such a possibility, but whether it makes sense is another matter. According to the Constitution of Ukraine, the extension of the president's powers is not provided for. It says, in order to resolve this issue of the territories, Ukraine must hold a referendum, but a referendum cannot be held under martial law. So to hold a referendum, martial law must be lifted, and as soon as it is lifted, election will have to be held. Donald asked me whether it will be possible to hold such a meeting, and I said yes, it's possible. If Zelensky is ready, let him come to Moscow. Such a meeting will take place. In 2022, we proposed to Ukraine to respect the choice of the people living in southeastern Ukraine, withdraw their troops from there, and end the conflict. After Western European colleagues asked Russia to withdraw its troops from Kyiv, Ukraine decided to fight to the last. If common sense prevails, it is possible to reach an acceptable option for ending the conflict. There is light at the end of the tunnel. If not, we will have to resolve the task set before us by military means. The armed forces of Ukraine are currently incapable of conducting large-scale offensive operations, only holding the lines. Ukraine's reserves are running low, and combat unit readies are staffed at no more than 48%. This is at the critical threshold. The skull is not designed to oppose anyone. We do not set such a task. During the 4 days of discussions, not once did anything of a confrontational nature arise. Ukraine is only a pretext for Western sanctions and tariffs. There is a global imbalance on international trade, but it must be resolved through negotiations. It is impossible now to speak in such a tone with partners like India or China. In the end, everything will fall into place and return to the course of normal economic dialogue. If it becomes necessary to raise the political level of negotiating group with Ukraine, we are ready. The result is what matters. What Medinsky is doing is a good example of restraint and professionalism. Witkoff conveys to me the position of the American president, and our talks in Anchorage showed that he reliably communicates the Russian position to Trump. Approaches to resolving the conflict may vary. Some say we must fight to the last Ukrainian, Europe. Others try to find a solution by peaceful means. No one voiced negative judgments about the current American administration. Everyone supported our meeting in Anchorage. Everyone expressed hope that Trump's position would lead to an end of the armed conflict. The military, in their own overwhelming majority, support Russia achieving all goals outlined at the start of the special military operations, preferably by peaceful means. The dates are not known. Preparations for the meeting are not underway, but the invitation is on the table. It is unfair. A unipolar world. The world must be multipolar, which means all participants must be equal, and there should be no more equal ones. The unipolar world must cease to exist. And that's what Putin was stating there, man. How do y'all feel about that, man? Saying that the unipolar world must cease to exist. I assume he was talking about America. Said it needs to be a multipolar world where somebody is no more equal. Everybody's equal, and this one's not a little bit more equal than the other one. Says that he's willing to. Some people want to fight to the end. Is Europe? He's saying Europe wants to fight to the end. He's saying that Trump wants a peaceful end to the war. He wants a peaceful end to the war. He also says Ukraine's down to 48%. Ukraine's down to 48%. Said that they cannot hold large-scale operations on the offensive side. They can only hold the line. This is words from Putin. This is words from Putin. Let's move on, chat. I will open the call lines in just a second. I know I told y'all I was opening the call lines. I will open the call lines in 1 second. When we get into the Chicago topic, I'm gonna open the call lines. But this is some shit right here, chat. This is what I was talking about earlier, chat, when I started the show. Ha! This shit right here, chat, is crazy, bro. This is the chief of police in Canada, bro. This is the chief of police in Canada. Listen to this dude.
In the unlikely event that you find yourself the victim of a home invasion, we are urging citizens not to take matters into their own hands.
In the unlikely situation that you find yourself the victim of a home invasion, we're urging you not to take matters into your own hands. Just let them do whatever the fuck they want. Comply. Whatever they want to do to you, your family, if they want to make a sandwich, they want you to paint their toenail, just do it, man. Don't protect yourself. Just comply. Don't take matters into your own hands. Oh my God, Chad. Let me start it over. I'm just going to let y'all hear him out, bro.
In the unlikely event that you find yourself the victim of a home invasion, we are urging citizens not to take matters into their own hands. We want homeowners to feel powerless. We urge you to call 911 and do everything you can to keep yourself and loved ones safe until police arrive, and be the best witness possible. This could mean locking yourself in a room away from the perpetrators, hiding, fleeing the home, but don't engage unless absolutely necessary. But as it stands, we know the best defense for most people is to comply, as you've just heard a number of safety recommendations. In the unlikely event that you find yourself the victim of a home invasion,
Chat, this is real, chat. This is real. If you find yourself the victim of a home invasion in Canada, just comply. Don't do nothing, you know. It's whatever, you know. Want some breakfast? Make the guy some breakfast, you know. He tells you to go walk your dog while you just leave the rest of your family in the house. You know, go walk the dog, leave the rest of your family in there. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, what? You want me to let somebody come into my house and start making demands? You want me to allow, if somebody just happens to, you know, want to walk into my house and do whatever the hell they want to do, I'm supposed to just, you know, try to get to the phone, call the police, and comply and be the best witness possible. I'm going to tell you. Chat. By the time I'm trying to call the police, chat, by the time I call the police, I'm trying to tell them to go and bring whatever else they need, man. Go on, bring the body bags, go on, bring the ambulance, bring whatever you need, man. A shovel, whatever you need to scrape this guy off of the damn sidewalk, man. Whatever you need, because I done threw him out of the crib. We done threw him out of the crib, man. Whatever you need to scrape this guy off of the side of the sidewalk, just bring it, man. Because you're not coming into my house handling us any type of way, man. Home invasion, no. Just bring whatever you need. Hey, man, don't rush. Y'all don't even got to rush over here, man. Take your time. He'll be here. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time, man. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy, chat. That is crazy work. Alright. So this is one more crazy story. I had so many crazy stories, but I'm going to open the phone lines right quick. I'm going to open the phone lines while I pull up this next story because we already like an hour in and I haven't taken a call. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Yeah, I'm gonna open the phone line. All right, the phone lines are open. I had a couple missed calls. If y'all want to call back in, I seen that was Dorsey, but whoever called before Dorsey, the two, yeah, I ain't gonna say your number. The two number. You said, what am I smoking? A vape. A vape. Mind your damn business, Mark. Double tap the screen, share the live out. We are 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. We are 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal, man. Can we get 25 subscribers, man? We trying to hit 31,200 on this live stream. Can we hit 31,200 subscribers on this live stream? We go live every single day over here talking politics, entertainment, and current events, man. Come catch a vibe. Come rock out with us, man. I'm trying to show y'all the story of y'all know that Trump said he's moving the Space Force to Alabama, I believe. I believe he said Huntsville. Yeah, he said Huntsville, Alabama. He's moving Space Force to it. And they got some resurfaced footage of some girl that ended up unaliving herself, like some truth teller girl. And it's going back viral. It said, okay, breaking. This is from Dom over there on Twitter, Breaker of Narratives. He says footage of deceased anti-gravity researcher Amy Eskridge, who allegedly took her own life, is going viral for claiming that the disclosure would come from Huntsville, Alabama. This is viral because President Trump just announced that Space Force Command Headquarters is moving to Huntsville, Alabama. It's also strange that the Marshall Space Flight Center is already located in Huntsville, Alabama as well.
Call from
Dorsey.
What's up with it, Dorsey?
Hey, good morning, man. Top of the morning to you.
What's going on, huh?
All right. That's some interesting stuff you have on there, boy, this morning.
I know it.
Deal with the one from Canada first.
Uh-huh.
You step your toe in my house, I'm shooting. Okay? I don't know if it's gonna be a bow and arrow, a gun, or whatever, but you ain't coming to my house. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, I don't agree with the Canadian way of doing justice. And also, this is just my intake. Did you see all that gear that dude had on for police chief? The braid under his shoulder.
You talking about for the Canadian?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know, the chief
I'm
of
looking
police,
at him
right?
now. Yeah, it looked like he in military uniform.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, man, is that a general? You already know he probably was, he probably rose through the rank. He probably was, giving out parking tickets, and then he just got seniority. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I can't speak on what he did, but what I can say is that I don't like the way he handling that shit over there. What's up, SRT?
Yeah, I mean, you can have anything invade your house in Canada, especially if you're out there in the woods. You know what I'm saying? A bear breaking your crib. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think talking about bar yourself inside. He crazy. He crazy. I ain't finna hide in my house.
No, I'm not either talking about. Man, I got kids over here, man. We see what the hell is going on. I'm supposed to just let these people walk in my house and walk out with my kids? That's what you saying, comply. They come in there and say, hey, man, we just came for the toddlers. We'll holler at y'all later. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to just comply and call the police. Hell no, we not even gonna get there. By time some shit get to going on, it's gonna be, hey, some shit gonna get to going on. Excuse me, I'm on the morning show. I'm on the morning show. I'm not supposed to be cussing. By the time some stuff get to going on, some stuff gonna get to going on.
He talking crazy. People ain't listening to that nonsense.
Shit. It's people in America that want to do that right now.
Man, ain't nobody listening to them neither.
There's people out there, ain't that y'all way? Ain't that the West Coast way, man? Guns down.
Nah, they got to come through the window. Once they through the window into your domain,
That's their ass.
That's how Arkansas used to be. They had to be inside your house coming towards you to smoke them. But Arkansas did away with that shit. We got to stand your ground now.
But in LA, it used to be, they used to tell them, if you're going to shoot them, don't let their body fall outside the window. Pull them inside the house.
Yeah, it used to be, it stand your ground. Now they can be in your yard. If they in your yard, you can blow them down. Really, you can be anywhere, but for sure, if they in your yard, it's over with.
I don't know, man. People walk across your yard all the time.
Man, I'm telling you, man. They in your yard. I'm of course not just walking, but they in your yard like or trying to actively break in your house. Like if somebody come right now and get the kicking on my door and I fire through the door and blow them down, I'm not going to jail.
Hey, remember that case? What was it?
It just happened. Some dude just ended up going to jail. Some kids we call it N-word knocking, but I guess the correct term would be ding dong ditch. They were ding dong ditching.
Shot him in the back.
Yep, and he smoked them. Yep.
Wrong. That's wrong right there.
He smoked them.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man. Prayers for that kid. We used to do that shit all the time, and I never thought about getting smoked. But now that I'm an adult, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, did they knock on the door or were they kicking on it? Like, maybe they, you know what I'm saying? So I've seen kids kick doors, like, not kick the door in, but like playing ding dong ditch, and they like turn their back to the door and like kick on it like that and then take off running.
Okay, so if somebody burns some dog doodle on your porch, knock the door and run off, you gonna shoot them in the back?
What I'm telling you is, Dorsey, they get the kicking on my door too hard and shit like that, I might fire through the door. I might not even open the door.
Now I can see that. You know, you bamming on my door like you crazy, and then some bullets come through the door. All right, I can see that because I was in fear for my life, right?
Right.
But once you open the door and you see it's a kid, now come on now, in order to aim, dude, you gotta take a visual. I'm saying you get an assessment of what you shooting at. It ain't like he blindly shot. Man, he shot that kid right between the shoulder blades.
I haven't covered this story. We gotta go over that story. I seen it, but I haven't covered it. I didn't look too. I do all my reactions live. All the stories y'all see me cover, most of the time, 90% of the time, I haven't looked at them. I just see it and I put it in the VIP in the Discord so we can talk about it over here.
Right, and now they're trying to charge the dude with murder. I mean, that's a sticky one because I would say manslaughter. But if they say murder, then it's murder. I mean, the police is the one who bring up the charges. You know what I'm saying? So if they said that, hey, it's murder, I might have to ride on that, especially if it's a little kid. They said he had did everybody on the block, right? Did you hear the story?
I mean, we could talk about it. I can pull it up. They said the kid was running down the street.
Yeah, he was going from house to house doing the ding-dong ditch, right?
Right.
He had did everybody on the block.
They did charge him. They charged him with the M. They charged him with unaliving that boy. He got it. I don't know I think it's first degree. It might be second degree or first. But
see, my whole thing is, I can see the murder part. I think it's more valid that it's manslaughter. Understand what I'm saying? Now, if the dude was talking all crazy and had no regrets, you know what I'm saying? If he had no regrets, was like, yeah, that's what this little blankety blank get.
That's what I want to know, man. Like, if he chased him down, he was dead ass wrong, and shot him in the back, he was dead ass wrong. I want to know how they did they just ring the doorbell? Did they knock on the door, or were they like kicking the hell out of the door like they was trying to kick it in? Because that's a different type of way you're going to respond, like answering the door.
But a 10-year-old?
Yeah, a 10-year-old is crazy. That's what I'm saying. It is crazy.
Yeah. So,
everybody got ring cameras now. I wonder, like, we probably ain't going to be able to see it, but I wonder, do they got ring camera footage of that? Like, of how
they probably do.
How he knocked on the door.
You know what I'm saying? but they said he did it at what? Like after 12? Like 1, 3 in the morning?
I don't know I haven't covered the story, Dorsey. You know I do all my stories live. I haven't
Okay,
done.
well, I saw the story a couple of days ago and so forth, and they said that he was going up and down the street ringing everybody's bell, and it was after hours, so I can understand if somebody like boom, 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 and you know how people react, like who the hell at my door, woo, woo, making all that noise, and you get irritated, but the thing is, with the kid, man, if it had been me, now this is me, right? The kid did the thing, and I seen him running down. I might pop off a couple of rounds in the air, like pow, pow, to let him know, hey, man, you don't want this smoke over here,
Man,
right?
nowadays you do that, Dorsey, you gonna die. You gonna get hit with a fully.
What, for shooting in the city limits?
Hey, man, you go outside waving your gun in there, shooting in the air and shit. These kids got Glocks with switches nowadays. They're gonna blow your ass down about that plan.
Where you live at, bro? Ain't got all
Man,
that
where
kind
I
of
live
action
at, I'm
going
gonna
on.
keep it real. I don't know about the current area I live in. It's a little, a little nicer. But where I'm from, man, I'm telling you, 14, 15, 16 years old. We just watched a documentary over here, Dorsey. Did we not just watch the Lil Rock documentary?
Yeah.
You seen them kids, 14, 15, 16, Glocks with switches on them, buttons on them.
Okay, can I ask you something? What was the persuasion of the kids? What was their skin tone?
They was African American. That was the documentary was covering African Americans.
That's why I don't live
But what I'm
around
telling you is this:
African-Americans.
it's not just like that, Dorsey. In Arkansas, everybody got guns. Everybody.
live in
I'm talking about
California.
white, black, dark, bright. That's why all of that road rage shit that y'all be seeing, all of these road rage incidents, you don't see that shit in Arkansas, do you?
Because you're going to shoot back.
No, because a motherfucker don't know what somebody got in that car. See, everywhere else where people, gun laws and shit different, people will play with you. They'll come knock on your window, get the fuck out. Arkansas, that shit don't happen. You don't know what the fuck they got in that car.
I understand that, Plug, but understand this. Here in Los Angeles, I can only speak for where I live, right? We got 5-lane freeways on both sides, right? Okay. So, when you driving, you got people, texting and this and that, smoking weed, woo, 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 just trying to get from one place to another place. Now, most people who got sense, they just chalk it up to the game, right?
Oh, Dorsey
Hey,
from California. They asking where you from.
Oh, California, L.A., the San Fernando Valley, Northridge, over by CSUN.
Nah, C says I don't think you should be able to shoot because of a hard knock, like when that little girl banged. Nah, I agree, C. So hard knock, see, when I'm saying kicking the door, it's like, you know how sometimes you would turn your back to the door like this and you would kick on it like that, boom. Now, depending on the person, that kick can be seen as like a home invasion. Somebody, cause y'all know when you kick a door hard enough, before it bust open, sometimes it'll like sway in a little bit, like you will hear like, doom, doom. Y'all know like a hard knock is boom, boom, boom. But that kick is like, boom. Boom! Like, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm referencing what we used to do as kids. Sometime when we played Ding Dong Ditch, we was kicking the hell out of them doors. And now that I'm grown, I realize we was dumb as hell.
Oh, okay. Because, see, when I was a kid, you just burned dog doo-doo on the thing and ring the doorbell and ran. We didn't kick on nobody's door now. We wasn't that rude.
Man, we was
prank.
kicking the hell out of them people's doors.
Yeah, so that's why that's why people started getting guns in Arkansas, because y'all scaring the hell out of them old folks, right?
Right.
but back to the thing. Look, I believe in gun rights. You know what I'm saying? But like me and you said, now see. Had that dude had that liability insurance I had told you about, that gun liability insurance,
Right.
and parents would be compensated.
Yeah, his
saying
ass, his ass would still be going to jail, but he would have a lawyer.
It
They
don't
would have
matter,
paid for his
but
lawyer.
you can't get no money from him. He in jail now.
Right.
He maybe he owned his house, and the parents can go through the court system, sue him, gain all his assets and so forth. But if he was broke, I mean, man, shit, he was renting the house, and you ain't getting nothing out of him. He going to jail. If you had that liability, that gun liability insurance, because if you don't register your gun, I know you hate insurance because you told me they went up on your insurance one time and you wasn't feeling it.
Went up on my
But
shit
my
twice.
whole thing is, if you had to pay that gun liability insurance in order to be able to have that gun, I think people would be way more reluctant to use that gun because your rates would go up, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Any criminal activity, hey, your rates go up because you can't accidentally shoot nobody. Now, ain't no such thing as no accident when you got the gun.
I thought they said Dick Cheney accidentally shot his partner. Didn't Dick Cheney accidentally shoot his partner?
Oh man, he blasted that fool.
I ain't laughing. I'm just saying I thought it was an accident.
He hit him with that buckshot. He got in the way. They was duck hunting, right?
I think they was.
And you know how you track the duck? When it's flying. You know that game we used to play on Nintendo, Duck Hunt.
Yeah, I used to play it.
The dog was snicker and stuff. If you missed, guess old boy wasn't paying attention. They was probably out there drunk anyway, right? And old boy wasn't paying attention. He got in the gun line. He got in Dick Cheney's sight, and when you shoot the buckshot, it come out in the spread, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. Nah, buckshot don't come out of that's a squirrel shot that come out in the spread. The buckshot, I mean, yeah, but the squirrel shot is the one that's gonna really spread. And if they was duck hunting, I don't know why they would have a buckshot out there.
Yeah, it's because look, it's buckshot so that it spreads. So whatever you have a better target cone, right?
Okay.
When you shoot the buckshot, a few of them miss, but most of them hit the target because the target is big enough to be as a stop. All right. So when the old boy and them was hunting, he shot him, but he only really glanced him. He caught it in the side of the face. Those ones that spread it out on the edge of the peripheral. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't intentionally, because if he had really shot him in the face, man, that would have shredded that man's face. You know that. Okay. Hey, did you ever eat rabbit? You ever eat rabbit?
I do. Rabbit, duck, squirrel.
Okay, don't you hate it? Don't you hate it when you have to pick the buckshot up out of when you eat it? When people clean it, they're supposed to get all the buckshot, but every now and then there's one or two pieces.
Listen, dude, so we finna move on. The chat on your ass right now. They saying you don't know what the hell you talking about. It's a bird shot, man. It is a bird shot.
Okay, bird shot. All right, whatever.
I knew it. I just wasn't finna go back and forth, but the chat on your ass, man.
All right, bird shot, squirrel shot, possum shot. I don't give a fuck. I'm shooting a nigga with a pistol. I ain't finna fuck around.
Right.
Like Dave Chappelle said, you can, this right here, it says, nigga, I'm throwing slugs. Ain't trying to hurt, I ain't trying to tickle nobody.
Corey said, why the fuck you eating squirrels? What you want to say to squirrels, Sandy Cheeks? We eat squirrel dumplings, Corey.
Yeah, well, I'm from Mississippi, so, which I'm used to, man, I done ate possum, squirrel, deer, you know what I'm saying? So if it's moving, we eat it. Okay, so anyway, back to the other one. Now with Putin, hey Putin, you with that BS, right? Number one, Russia has the strongest army in the world, and ain't nobody thinking about invading Russia. Okay. Now I put it in the comments. Russia. Putin said if the people want to speak Russian, yada yada yada, they should. Well, understand this. What if all the Mexicans said they want, because they speak Spanish, they wanted to break away from the United States, whether it be California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas? What if they said, because we speak in Spanish, we seceding from it? Nah, that don't fly. So like I said, as far as with him invading another country, because them people could have moved to Russia. Moved to Russia,
Everybody ain't got the means to move.
and then your ass got to just stay there and suffer. You know, this is what happened to me when I was living in Florida, right? I was down in Florida, and I was talking to people and so forth, and man, they was living
Man,
bad.
fuck all that, Dorsey. Let's get to the real shit, man. How you feel about that blackface, Druski and that blackface?
Man, I'll beat your ass. I see you walking down the street with some blackface.
Come on, man. Druski did the whole white body, so do you feel like he was wrong for doing the white face body?
Yep, he was wrong. That's disrespectful. It was good for the goose, good for the gander. That's disrespectful. Okay.
I didn't mean to cuss y'all. It's the morning shit.
I wouldn't allow that. I wouldn't allow that, especially if he mocking people. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Murphy did the white face. Remember he did a lot of movies, like, what was the one, Coming to America? Remember he did whiteface?
I don't remember that one, but I remember the Marlon Wayans
Remember he was
white
a Jewish
chick.
man, he was an old Jewish man in the barber shop?
I remember
Talking
Dave
about Muhammad
Chappelle
Ali.
doing Tide, but Dave Chappelle didn't really have white face. It was like powder. I guess you could consider that white face.
To me, that's disrespectful. That's just like if you paint yourself like an Indian, right? Put the little thing on and go woo, 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 woo. Ain't feeling that. I mean, we supposedly now, I'm saying supposedly we're supposed to have advanced as a society where we recognize that some people are very sensitive to, the stereotypes, right? Just like the Washington Redskins, right? I didn't see nothing wrong with it, but somebody felt like it was disrespectful. So then go ahead and give them people their props. You can name your team whatever you want. You got to show some respect. So with that, yeah, if you walking around with blackface, man, I got to get you, man. I'm still waiting on Kanye West. Don't let me catch that nigga. I'm serious on that. Dorsey gonna do some time. I'm only gonna hit him once, right? Because that's just a misdemeanor. But yeah, all that old crazy shit he was saying about, slavery was a choice and all that shit, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. That's disrespectful. Any other subjects? Because I saw, Conor McGregor.
I mean, it is
right?
disrespectful, but it's literal. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you take literally what Kanye said, it's the damn truth. It's disrespectful, but it's when you think about it, how many of those slaves jumped off the ship?
What you talking about in the ocean?
Yeah. Quote unquote.
Jumping off no damn ship in the middle of no ocean so a shark all the way to the land. Shit. Most black people don't know how to swim anyway.
But you gotta understand too that it was a lot of indigenous too. You know what I'm saying?
Understood. But
so yeah, it's disrespectful. I do agree that it's disrespectful, and he kind of pissed on the ancestors. But when you take what he said in a literal sense, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's a choice.
Yeah, but see me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm slick. I'm gonna wait till the boat land. Then I'm gonna see. Okay, when I can't escape from this prison right now because they got us all shackled. But as soon as I hit the plantation, I'm finna get to scouting because they gonna let you get around. In the first couple of weeks, they gonna be like looking at you like, but then they gonna drop their guard because they gonna be saying, "Oh, he's 5,000 miles from home. He ain't going nowhere." Soon as they turn their back, man, I'm gone. I'm headed to Mexico. I ain't running all the way to Canada. I'm going to Mexico. I mean, it's being real. Most people be like, well, you have to understand this, plug. This is my brief family history. My ancestors jumped the plantation and went back into them swamps, in Louisiana, right?
Right.
Went into the swamps and became crooks, highwaymen, pirates. We was robbing people. And then when Andrew Jackson asked for volunteers to fight against the British, my ancestors stepped up and said, yeah, we'll do that. And then after the battle was over, they were granted their freedom from land and everything else. So in my family, our motto is better to be a criminal than to be a slave. If you had the choice of being a criminal or being a slave, which one would you take?
Shit, a criminal. I ain't never been a slave before.
But you've been a criminal before, right?
On paper.
Right, exactly. So mine is always gonna be the criminal. I'm sorry. I ain't starving for nobody, and I ain't finna be taken advantage of by nobody. That's what I ain't finna do. So like I'm like so like I said, with back to Conor McGregor. Hey, Conor McGregor, you said some derogatory shit about black people in some of your little, in some of his little statements. So then you talk about you want to represent Ireland. Now there's two Irelands, so I take it that he's talking about the EU Ireland, right? Northern Ireland.
I believe he's from Northern Ireland. I wouldn't know.
Belfast, right?
Yeah, Belfast.
Okay, so Ireland is part of the EU, right?
Okay.
And their government agreed to take in immigrants, right? Unfortunately, them immigrants was from Ethiopia, Somalia, whatever, and they didn't quite fit in. It gets kind of, you get kind of touchy when you got some dude you ain't never met. Now he in your neighborhood, and now he hitting on the women, right?
Right.
And he don't understand how to approach women. He think that because I've had this experience in the past when I was first coming up. When them African dudes used to come to America, they thought that all American women was hoes. Talk that shit, and then the brothers would take them to the side and say, "Hey man, this ain't Africa, man. You can't do no shit like that. You get fucked up." Especially if they got brothers. So I can see where people would get annoyed. Like we here in America, we get annoyed with the people who come here, right? But I think it's kind of hypocritical that the Conor McGregor talking about, Ireland, woo, woo, woo. But when the Irish migrated to America, the Irish migrated to other countries, So we took their people in, so I think that Ireland got to do its fair share also. Now, they should have a better vetting system. You just don't let anybody in. Same time, you can't sit up and talk about, we want to be isolated from the world, but you getting all that EU money. You know where I'm coming from? Because part of the EU, they give them money in order to help them with economic growth. You see where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
So in that part, I think Conor, I personally don't like him. Talking all that about Merriweather, and then he got his ass whooped. Now all of a sudden you want to run, Merriweather beat his ass, and he quit too. He didn't take the full ass whooping. He took a couple licks and he quit. You see where I'm coming from? Mm-hmm. So if you was gonna stand on business, nigga, you're supposed to get beat down, right?
Right.
So all that. If you that tough guy you claim you were, a boxer? No, he was a
MMA fighter.
Free form.
Listen. All right, Dorsey. We finna move on to the next topics, man. You can call back in a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be in the comments.
All right, now.
All right, man. Thank you.
Let me see, man. I had missed a call from somebody. Okay, let me call this caller back. This might be Top Cat.
Hello?
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from New York.
What's going on, caller?
Listen, I'd like to talk about two things.
Okay.
The guy from Canada, the captain,
Uh-huh.
is mine. You come to my house, I will waste you. I got a 357 Magnum. Letting no people touch my family or my kids. That's number one. These people in Canada, I don't know what they're thinking. They're crazy up there. How can you let a guy come in your house and not do nothing? That's ridiculous. I don't know where this guy's from. He must be from Mars. And number two, let's talk about the mayor, Johnson, of Chicago.
Let's talk about Johnson.
Yes, let's talk about him. The thing is with him, live in the hood. Let me see him walk in the hood without protection. All these guys talk a lot of stuff, okay? But these guys don't live where all the action is. Everything happens in the hood. Guy Johnson, we don't need the military. The people are begging for the military in Chicago in the hood because people getting shot. Over the weekend, 58 people were shot, 7 people killed. Guy walking in the hood without protection? No. He's a scaredy cat. The problem is, all these guys talk a lot of shit. They live in the right neighborhood. Put them one night in the hood. Let's see what happens. They probably won't even come out. They got some nerve. And the governor comes from a billionaire family. They're all billionaires.
I think Johnson might be alright in the hood, man. I think Johnson might be. I think Johnson might be alright in the hood. Now the governor, I don't think the governor would be alright in the hood. I think Johnson might could go into a Harold's Chicken on the south side, get him, you know what I'm saying, a 3-piece with some mild sauce on it.
No way. They take him out in a second. He thinks he's Slick Rick. He got a big mouth, this guy. The problem is Chicago's crying for help. The murder capital of the United States.
See, this is my problem with them sending. This is my problem with them sending it to there. I don't have a problem with them going there, but I think they're just gonna be downtown. Are they gonna send the troops to the south side, or are they just gonna be downtown?
They're gonna send them where the problem is.
If they send them to the south side, that's what I've been on record saying. If they're gonna send them to the south side and clean it up, I see that as an effective. If they're gonna send them downtown by the Bean and by the Louis Vuitton store and all of that shit, I don't see the point.
I totally agree with you. You're 100% right. They have to send them to the areas where the problem is. They can't put them in the. First of all, you know what I'm mad about too? Where's Farrakhan? Farrakhan ain't saying anything. Farrakhan. This guy's hiding.
Yeah, I don't know much about Farrakhan.
He don't talk about the hood, about his people. Where's Farrakhan? He don't say nothing, Farrakhan.
I don't know much about Farrakhan. He from Chicago?
Yes, he has a mansion in Chicago. He lives on the right side of that. Farrakhan lives in Chicago. He lives in a mansion. He lives with all the rich white people. Why don't he say anything about the 58 people that were shot? You don't hear nothing, but if it was white people, he'd be talking shit. Phony guy Farrakhan. He's from Chicago, and you don't hear a word of him.
I don't know, man. I have to check up on Farrakhan, man, see if he spoke out, man. I have to check up on. I don't know much about him, man.
Farrakhan didn't say boo. He didn't say boo. He's hanging in his mansion, drinking champagne, taking money from all his people. He ain't no good, Farrakhan.
Nah, Bubbles.
For the right people.
Downtown Chicago is not bad, Bubbles. You saying you kind of get a protected business downtown with what's left? Like, no. Downtown Chicago is actually beautiful. I don't know what people have seen. Downtown Chicago is nice, man. It's police on. It's police on every block, like in the median. When you're driving down there by like the stores and stuff, and they got the little skywalk over there, there are police on every block, like parked in the median, in the median. Now, when you go like to the south side, the 60, 70, 80, 90s, all that back there. Now that's where it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's still a high police presence, but it's a little different. But over there by the Bean, like downtown Chicago just screams tourist. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really a tourist place.
Yeah, but you got to worry about what happened this weekend where 58 people were shot.
Yeah, but was that shot downtown? I mean, I understand. Prayers to those people, and 58 people being shot is nothing light. I just want to know. Were these shootings? Did any of these shootings happen downtown?
No, it was all taken in the hood.
Okay. All right.
That where you got to send the military over there. You don't have to send them downtown Chicago. You got to send them where all the problems are.
I just
Everybody says
I
Trump's
just
a
think they're gonna
dictator.
go. I think they're gonna be downtown. That's just me. If they aren't downtown, we'll come over here and we'll report on it. But I'm just me. I think he's gonna send them downtown.
Well, I hope not, man, because I'm a big Trumper, and I like Trump. He's the only man of action. This guy Biden was sleeping for 4 years.
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe, and plus the auto pen. He wasn't even signing. Other people were signing his name. That's a joke. If you're a Democrat, right, go to Russia. Because Donald Trump is a Republican, and he's for the people. He's not against the people. He's helping the people. He talks the truth. He's not a politician. He's a businessman. And he knows with all these tariffs and all that, best thing for America, because people have been taking advantage of the United States for the last 20 years. The truth.
Okay. A lot of people are critical of Trump right now. A lot of people love what he's got going, man. How do you feel about them posting that airstrike on the boat, man, on the narco boat? Not the attack, but not the attack. I'm saying them posting it for the world to see.
Well, that's great. Because Trump is telling everybody they're sick of drugs coming into this country, messing up our youth. And this guy, Maduro, was elected president. He wasn't elected president, and he wouldn't get out of office. He's no good, this guy. He is running with the cartels. That's the only way Venezuela can make money. The inflation rate in Venezuela is 1,000%. People are starving. They can't even afford toilet paper. And this guy over here, he's making so much money running coke and fentanyl to the United States. It's ridiculous. And Trump is doing the right thing. He's going to blow these guys right out of the water. He has to do it. You got to protect America. Why, you want cocaine in your neighborhood? You want fentanyl in your neighborhood? I don't.
No, I don't either, man. I'm just saying that I think do you think it's going to lead to a war? Do you think it's going to lead to a war? We seen Venezuela, what did they do? Activated with 5 million man militia.
Listen, have no money. They're broke. The United States could have wiped them out in less than 48 hours. Are you kidding me? They got no weapons, man.
That's what a lot of people say they want to do. They say they want that oil over there.
Yeah, but listen, Venezuela has the most oil in the world.
So you okay with us going over there, you know what I'm saying, getting a little bit of that?
No, listen. We get involved, we take over that country. That's our oil.
So you
What
saying,
can I tell you?
so you saying, man, if we get involved, man, and it all goes down 48 hours, we got a lot more oil for the American people?
That's right. We'll take over the country and let the people start living correctly. Inflation rates are 1,000% over there. People can't even afford toilet paper. Food there. There's nothing there. Nobody's sending anything because they got no money to pay for it.
At least you kept it real. What's up, Money Way? At least you kept it real.
Excuse me?
No, I was shouting out.
Hey, listen. Love your show. You're the great guy. You talk the truth. That's the problem. People can't handle the truth. That's the problem.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for calling in, caller. What's your name again?
Mark.
Okay. All right now, man. I hope you call back, man, and subscribe to the channel, man. The chat says they really like you calling in. They said you're the favorite caller so far.
Talk the truth. The truth hurts. And people want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear no BS. Truth is the truth. And that's the bottom line.
All right now, man. I appreciate you, man. You have a good rest of your morning.
God bless you and your family, too.
God bless you and yours as well. Money Way is in the building. What's up, Money Way? They said Mark A lot of people like Mark. Dorsey is going back and forth with Mark. Let me see. I got another story, chat. We gotta get to the story. We finna look at all right, this is what they're saying is going through DC right now. And they said this, they're asking, is this going to be, some people are saying it might be for another parade. Other people are saying that it's not a parade at all. This is might be going to Chicago. This might be going to Chicago, man. Trump signed they signed it to send military aid to Chicago. They said this is in DC right now. They said this is in DC right now. They think this is might be headed to Chicago. Y'all see how many that is, man? That's a lot. Wow. I haven't watched this video, chat. I tell y'all, I give y'all my live reactions. I have not watched this video. That's what they supposedly sending to Chicago. Hey, if they sending that to Chicago, they not bullshitting, chat. I'm not gonna lie, bro. What? If they send that to Chicago, you said they probably all going to Ukraine. Okay, chat, do y'all think those are going to Ukraine or Chicago? Press 1 if you think they're going to Ukraine. Press 2 if you think they're possibly headed to Chicago. 1 if they're going to Ukraine. 2 if y'all think they're going to Chicago. This is reported. I'll read y'all the article that goes with it. It says, just in, hundreds upon hundreds of military vehicles have been spotted on a train in the middle of Washington, D.C. This is the same track used when Trump brought tanks in for the military parade. Which city are these headed to? They said, which city are these headed to? And they put possibly Chicago. Y'all said I'm blurry. I don't know why the hell I'm blurry. Am I blurry, chat? Y'all said I'm a little blurry. I don't know why the hell I'm blurry. Hey, double tap the screen, share the live out for me. We're 25 subs away from the next sub goal. That's crazy, chat. Hundreds upon hundreds. Wow. So that comes right after, or right around the same time as it said, the Trump administration formally requested military assistance in Chicago. Per DHS memo, it says Homeland Security overview. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS, request immediate Department of Defense support to provide existing infrastructure to U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement and removal operations, a component of DHS to conduct operations in Chicago, Illinois metropolitan area. This support is critical into ensuring efficient and secure handling of aliens in accordance with federal regulations and in line with ICE's ongoing efforts to address public safety and national security. The Chicago, Illinois metropolitan area is identified as a central location for support of DHS detention, processing, and removal operations conducted by ICE, ERO, in the Chicago area of responsibility. Naval Station, Great Lakes. located in Great Lakes, Illinois, near Chicago, contains the required facilities and support infrastructure, i.e., highway access, fuel, and other logistical nodes to support DHS operations. This request for assistance is made pursuant to the following executive orders and proclamations. 1. Executive Order 14167, clarifying the military's role in protecting territorial integrity of the United States, January 20th, 2025. Section 2, Presidential Proclamation 100886, declaring national emergency at the southern border of the United States, January 20, 2025. Presidential Proclamation 10888, guaranteeing the state's protection against an invasion, January 20, 2025. And Executive Order 14165, securing our borders, January 20th, 2025. So that's the basis that he's sending them over there to help with ICE, help remove those people that they want to get out of here. Is crazy, man. Alright, I got another one, man. They're saying this is some CCP propaganda. I believe this is from their military parade. They said it was a show of force. They said they rolled out some crazy weaponry, including a laser that's supposed to be able to blind pilots, take down missiles, and do all kinds of other crazy shit. Some drones as well. They brought out some crazy drones as well. So that's what they put out over there. It's crazy, chat. Trying to show y'all this, man. Let's see if I can pull up some of the weapons that they rolled out over there, man. See if I can pull up some of the weapons that they rolled out. How are y'all feeling about that little commercial? Alright, chat. So this is some of the stuff that they rolled out. I'm gonna scroll down and show y'all what they got going on. Hold on, chat. Alright. This an intercontinental missile carrier capable of carrying nuclear warheads. That's the one they said can reach America, I believe, U.S. soil. These are the underwater nuclear capable unmanned vehicle. This is an AI submarine right here. Robot wolves. They can be work alongside soldiers. They rolled those out. They also rolled out drones, like fighter jet drones that fly alongside manned fighter jets, like in coordination. So it'd be like a manned fighter jet and a drone, or it could be like the drone leading the way with the manned fighter jet here. You know, they working them interchangeably now. This is the stealth drone, part of China's fleet of unmanned combat aerial vehicles. This is one of the drones China got. So I'm gonna read this article for y'all. I'll let y'all look at that drawing right quick while I read this article. Hold on, chat. No, I don't find the article. Okay, here we go. It says, what new weapons on show a huge parade say about China's military strength? China has unveiled a range of weapons, drones, and other military hardware in a massive parade that is seen that many see as a clear message to the United States and its allies. The event saw Xi Jinping host more than 20 foreign heads of state, including Russia's Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Kim Jong-un, both of whom rely on China for economic support and more. It was a display of Xi's growing power on the world stage and of China's military prowess. The show included the Guam killer missile, the loyal wingman drone, and even robotic wolves. Beyond the hype and shiny new weaponry, what did we learn? Here are 5 key takeaways. This is an article from BBC chat. This is a BBC article. It says, what was clear from Wednesday's display was that China has been able to quickly produce a diverse range of weapons. 10 years ago, the military technology they put on show tended to be rudimentary copies of far more advanced equipment invented by the U.S., notes Michael Roska, assistant professor in the military transformations program at the Nanyang Technology University of Singapore. But this parade revealed more innovative and diverse range of weapons, particularly drones and missiles, a reflection of how advanced their defense industrial complex has become. China's top-down structure and significant resources enable it to churn out new weapons faster than many other countries, points out Alexander Neal, an adjunct fellow with the Pacific Forum. It can produce them in huge quantities, giving it a battlefield advantage where it can overwhelm the enemy. China has the ability to churn out munitions, ships, all of these platforms. The state can just make these directives and off they go, Mr. Neal says. But how well can China's military integrate these weapon systems? They can show off these flashy advanced platforms, but they organizationally agile, but are they organizationally agile to use them in the way they want to, Dr. Raska says. He adds that it won't be easy because the Chinese military is massive and untested, given it has not been involved in a significant war for decades. So they said that China can push out the weapons. They got a top-down infrastructure so they can get all the money passed through to, make these directives. But they're saying that their military is untested. It said China is focusing on missiles to counter the U.S. China has rolled out plenty of missiles, including some new variants. These include the Dongfeng 61, which is capable of carrying multiple warheads in its nose cone, the Dongfeng 5C intercontinental ballistic missile, which could be launched from northern China and hit the U.S., and the Guam killer Dongfeng 26D intermediate range missile, which could hit key U.S. military bases in Guam. There were also several hypersonic anti-ship missiles such as the YJ-17 and the YJ-19, which can fly very fast and maneuver unpredictably to evade anti-missile systems. There's a reason for this focus on missiles. China has been developing missiles and rocket forces as a key part of its deterrent strategy and to counter U.S. naval superiority. The U.S. Navy is unrivaled in the world with the largest fleet of aircraft carriers and carrier strike groups, but China still lags behind on that count. But Mr. Neal points out, some in Western defense community are increasingly arguing that these strike groups are vulnerable and they are effectively sitting ducks for any missile attacks. Beijing is not only strengthening their deterrence, but also creating a second strike capability, he says. A country's ability to launch a retaliatory strike if attacked. Other notable weapons included the much talked about LY-1 laser weapon, which is basically a giant laser that could burn or disable electronics or even blind pilots, an assortment of 5th generation stealth fighter jets, including the J-20 and J-35 planes. They said they go more into the article saying China's going all in with AI and drones. They got a loyal wingman which can fly alongside manned fighter jet and aid in its attacks. They got the robotic wolves. It also goes into China has the technology, but the U.S. still has the edge because we have a bottom-up culture where units on the ground can make decisions as situation evolve, but their top-down strategy means they can't move a muscle until their leadership tells them to. And they're saying that this parade was a weapons sales pitch, and a way to show the united front over there. The united front over there. Okay. That's pretty much it on there. We'll talk about that Marjorie Taylor Greene tonight. I'm going to say some shit for tonight. We'll talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene tonight. Oh, did I never play? I never played the girl from Alabama, did I? I never played the girl from Huntsville, Alabama with the military space force. Yeah, we'll end on that. We'll end with the girl from Alabama. Oh, and the Epstein. Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. The Marjorie Taylor Greene with the Epstein stuff. Damn. Yeah, we'll bring that back tonight. Yeah, here goes this girl, though.
Huntsville, Alabama, out of Redstone Arsenal. Redstone Arsenal in Huntsville, Alabama is the biggest fucking deal that you've never heard of. It's the biggest fucking deal.
Rodrigo Gomez. I'm a centrist. I'm the voice of the politically homeless. They were what you would call a centrist.
Disclosure is going to come out of Huntsville, Alabama, out of Redstone Arsenal. Redstone Arsenal in Huntsville, Alabama is the biggest fucking deal that you've never heard of. It's the biggest fucking deal that you have never heard of. Because the fact is that we have deep and wide, extensive credibility that no one knows about because you're not supposed to know about it. Because it's in Alabama, it's obscure. You're not supposed to know about it. That's the point.
People that don't know what Huntsville is. Amy
People know what Huntsville is? Is that what you're saying? People don't know what Huntsville is. Huntsville is the biggest fucking deal on the planet that you have never heard of. Now, like, Huntsville is the Silicon Valley of government national security technology and intelligence community technology and aerospace technology. Huntsville is like the hub. Like, we are number 3 on the First Strike launch list. If First Strike happens, 3 targets, Huntsville will be one of them. Alabama. This is Alabama dude in the deep south. We're in the top 3 First Strike. We're in the top 3 First Strike because you haven't heard of us. That's why. It's on purpose. I started the Institute for one reason. The Institute. I started it as a public-facing persona to disclose anti-gravity technology through. Because, I told Mark this, if you stick your neck out in public, at least someone notices if your head gets chopped off. If you stick your neck out in private, fuck you. They will bury you. They will burn down your house while you're sleeping in your bed, and it won't even make the news.
And they saying that this girl right here allegedly took her own life. She allegedly died by taking her own life after this came out, man. After this came out. I'm going to open the phone lines up, take a few calls, and we're going to get up out of here, chat. I'm going to take care of some things, clean up around the house, get it smelling good in here, all fresh and shit. And we'll come back for an afternoon show or a night show. I'll let y'all vote, man, for the afternoon show or the night show. Yeah, let me open the phone lines back up. It's crazy. It's crazy, Chad. Nobody gonna call in but Dorsey today. Oh, New York called in today too. New York did call in. I don't know why they said she did it. I mean, I can try to pull up a clip. What's her damn name? Amy Eskridge. Let's look up Amy Eskridge. Hello?
Hey, man, nobody else want to call? I tried to wait and see if somebody else was going to call.
Man, you know how this shit go.
Okay, well, you know, okay, my first comment is about Maduro and Venezuela. Venezuela is a large oil-producing country. Back in the 70s, they were part of OPEC. Okay? The U.S. put sanctions on Venezuela. I think it was under the Trump administration and so forth, because they said that they had bad elections or something, election fraud or whatever, right? So they placed sanctions on them. What happened is when they put some sanctions on them, that lowered Venezuela's international credit rating. That, you know, they couldn't borrow on anything to get goods and so forth.
Never heard
and when
of.
the dudes, so basically, it's just like the Cuban boycott. You know, a lot of stuff can't go to Cuba, right? Same thing goes for Venezuela. A lot of Western goods don't reach Venezuela because of the sanctions the U.S. put on them. When we was going through that gas,
what's up, Hill?
The gas shortage during Desert Storm under Bush, Venezuela volunteered to send gas to a lot of these cities and so forth to lower the rate. You know, they was basically going to give the gas away. The United States said, nah. So they left us still paying $5 a gallon, okay? So they there for the oil, because, you know, if you look at that boat, 100 pounds of fentanyl, that's what they said that was on the boat, right? But you got 11 people on the boat to carry 100 pounds? That makes no sense. Pounds is in a backpack. You know, why would you send a speedboat all the way across? Now, I do believe that some people was, you know, trafficking people, and then they claimed that it was headed to Trinidad. Why would they send the drugs to Trinidad? The Trinidad is going further away from the U.S. I could see if they were sending it to Cuba or somewhere. That don't make no sense right there. And, you know, that goes for the Venezuela thing.
Hold on, Cypher. I don't know about a shooting in Arkansas last week. They said that the active shooter on campus was a hoax, and then they got a teen arrested for shooting somebody on Labor Day. But I don't know which one you talking about, Cypher. Go ahead.
Now, for the little Joe Pesci sounding dude they called Mark? Dude, you want to go in there and do imperialism all over again, talking about that's our oil. You didn't do that shit to Iraq. That shit, you didn't do that shit to Afghanistan. You want to go down there and oppress people who ain't did shit to you. That makes no sense, you know, and I call him out on his racism right here and now. Now, if the United States want to kick people up out their country and so forth, you know, for being illegal immigrants, I'm all down for it. I'm also down for Trump sending troops to Chicago. And there was somebody who said in the comments that those were new vehicles. Those weren't new vehicles, because if you look at the color scheme on them, some were woodland and some was desert. Okay, so that means that those were previously owned vehicles. Okay, now back to the thing about the Venezuela. I knew a dude, Arab dude, Arab, and he was Hispanic, because his mom and dad, you know, they flew around. His folks were Muslims because back in the day, Venezuela asked the Arabs to help them with oil production. So they sent their engineers there, and man, Venezuela was doing real good oil production. But then when the socialist government then took over, the United States started, you know, undermining their government. And then, you know, they would send rebels. Now, Venezuela and Brazil don't get along because Brazil used to try to do some underhanded stuff and send rebels into Venezuela.
What's up, E. Mitch? That's my partner. I know E. Mitch for real. What's up, E. Mitch? Thank you, Cypher, for the super chat. Cypher said, who said Dorsey loose? They said, who said Dorsey loose this morning? Man, double tap the screen, shut a live out. We are 25 subscribers away from the next goal.
Well, anyway, look, Plug, I got to go take my lady to work.
All right now.
So, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to voice my opinion, which it may be slanted a little bit toward the military. My whole thing is, you got a lot of false patriots up here talking about, this. But I ain't seen not one person join the military or the National Guard since they so love America so much. Prove it. I'm a USMC vet. I got the scars to prove it and the paperwork to prove mine. So everybody else who talk all that nonsense about, hey, it's easy to talk about what you gonna do. Hop your happy ass on that front line and let's see how big a man you are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's Plug. So anyway, man, thank you so much. Man. And she's a caregiver. She talking about hugs, not thugs. Okay.
All right.
Anyway,
now.
though, you have a nice morning, man. And clean that house, man. Put a little, little elbow grease on it. You're a good father, bro.
I'm gonna whip that pond
good
saw
father.
out,
Doing
man.
that for the kids.
I'm gonna pull that pond saw out, man. All right. Appreciate Dorsey for calling in, man. Yeah, Chad, I might have too many felonies, man. Listen, but my record is gonna be clean. Appreciate your service too, the plural. You and Dorsey, man. Thank you for y'all service. You said an old military vehicle can be deadly as a new one. Yeah, and it's, intimidating, sliding through the streets of Chicago. Damn, man. Yeah, chat. It was a pretty good episode right here, man. Pretty good episode right here. We're going to have another episode. Y'all want to come back later in the afternoon or y'all want to come back tonight, man? If I come back tonight, it'll probably be a little early. It'll probably be 8:30 or 9. Probably 9. It'll probably be. I like 10 o'clock. I'm not going to lie, chat. I like 10 o'clock. That's my favorite. I like coming on at 10. But when I come on at 10, sometimes I get tired, and I since I haven't been doing the StreamYard panels, like before on the StreamYard panels, when I got tired, I would just go to sleep because it'd be like 6, 7 people talking. I just go to sleep, wake up about 30 minutes, an hour later, jump back in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mitch, I gotta get out, man. I gotta clean up, man. But you can catch the playback. You gotta go watch the playback, man. Started from the top. This was a good episode. But yeah, man, I can't do that now because it's me up here, hosting. I do want to bring the StreamYard panels back. I probably do it like on the weekends, like Saturday. Make Saturday the StreamYard panels. Yeah, chat. But I want to appreciate everybody for pulling up, rocking with me on Plug in the Morning. Plug in the Morning. Y'all let me know, do y'all like Plug in the Morning better or Plug after dark? Do y'all like Plug after dark better? Because, you know, Plug in the Morning is structured a little differently. I don't curse as much. You know, I don't get, you know what I mean? I kind of keep it, you know, you know what I mean? But Plug after dark, you know, it's kind of uncut. You know what I'm saying? It's uncut. I'm going to get, you know what I mean? I got to tell it like it is, man. That's why I tell y'all to put them kids up, man. That's why I like coming on at 10, because it's only an hour until Plug after dark. You know, Plug after dark start at 11 o'clock. So, like, if I come on at 10, Plug after dark an hour away. If I come on at 9 or 9:30, it's like, damn, we got a little minute till Plug after dark. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like that 10 o'clock slot, man. I'm not gonna lie, I like this slot. I used to come on at 6 o'clock. Like when I first started doing this, I used to come on at 6 o'clock. Like, yeah, I used to come on at 6 o'clock every day. I used to do like 12-hour live streams from like 6 to like, 6 in the morning. 7 in the morning. One day I tried to do a 24-hour stream. I think we made it to like 6 to 16, 17 hours. Appreciate that, Steve. You know you family over here, Steve. Super Sans, what it do? But yeah, man, we finna get up out of here, chat, man. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day. I hope everybody, I did want to watch this clip, chat. I might come back and watch this clip, man. I do want to watch this, man, but I don't want to watch it right now. I got to clean up. I got to do some shit. But I do want to watch this video because y'all asked me what happened to her. This is her last interview, like one of her last interviews.
It's the biggest fucking deal that you have never heard of. And so we need a documentary to drop at the same time that establishes the credibility. Because the fact is that we have deep and wide, extensive credibility that no one knows about because you're not supposed to know about it because it's in Alabama, it's obscure. You're not supposed to know.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, but I'm going to see y'all later on, chat. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day, man. I'll see y'all later on, chat.